Hello, fellow dorks. We're back. I forgot to set my music. This break went by fast. Let's see here. So I haven't gone through this music as well as I should have. So it is possible that we may hit some music that get like this swells and gets really bombastic. Let me know and I can turn it down. I think there's a couple of tracks in here. I went back and watched a little bit of the previous episode because I forgot what the heck was going on. So I did realize like, whoa, that music's aggressive. So because I just tried to get like creepy music and it's isn't really creepy. Okay, I've got so many screens now. I'm just trying to navigate them. But the good thing is I can put all this stuff up there. Hey, Morgan. Um, oh, look at this. Let's adjust this. Yeah, there's Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Need the owlbear link. Oh shoot, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, this break went by pretty quick for me. Here, let's just throw this in here. Actually, I need to do it here, don't I? Yeah, I need to do it on this screen. Thanks for letting me know, keeping me on point. There we go. I'll pin it. Boink for when AJ joins. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, it's adding music. And what I did is, because I kind of forgot the what the heck was going on, so I'm going to do a bit of a recap. I need it as well. And then we will just kind of get schmoving here. Where is, oh, the music. Got to go back to this screen. Let's see here. I think Creepy was the track I was playing, which is good. And then it just has a couple things that aren't too creepy. Yeah, see, that sounds good. Currently. All right. Age is not here yet, but we'll survive. Let's see here. All right, let's just start going over where we, because it's been like 2 weeks since we played this. Again, I want to play the games closer to each other. It's just my rehearsal schedule is kind of being a pain in the butt. There's Age. What's up, dude? So I did grab a few things here that I can. Oh my gosh, I need to get better at navigating these screens. Where was it at? There we go. Get the overlays going here. So this is kind of where we are. Internet's being a little spotty. Is that your internet or mine? Hopefully it's not my internet. There we go. There, get AJ going a bit better there. Glad you're here. All right, well, keep me posted. You can always join on the phone if you need to. Or just, we'll dismiss you. Okay, this is where we are. This is what's going on. First off, we got this letter, this telegraph, I guess this is, from Athens, Greece, where our friend, which I named, it's something like Gliere, but I just called him Gruyere. So he's in jail for an antiquity theft, and he needs help. So that's why we go to, oh, good. So it's just on AJ's end, not mine. So we go to Greece to, like, help this guy out. So that's, like, the inciting incident. After that, oh, this is just a little bit of information. Again, in your Discord, if you go to the Cthulhu, heading or whatever it is link, I do have like all of our, that's where I've put like all of our information for you to access. But this is just saying, this is just reminding us when, if we need to go to Alexandria, which it really seems like it's pushing us to go to Alexandria at some point. So this is just information about the ship, when to catch that ship to go to Alexandria. This is the New York Sun. We got this when we arrived here in Greece. And it says, when you browse the newspaper, you notice these items. Amir Kah, I don't know, director of the Cairo National Museum, eagerly waits the arrival of the Carpathos device on loan from Athens. That's the thing that our friend tried to steal. The casket bearing Professor Gruyere, that's our friend, has been placed in. His body's on way to New York, so we can't even see his body. And let's see, and also the Starkweather Moor expedition. That's like the thing headed to Antarctica that is somehow involved with us, and it is headed for Germany currently. Once there, it'll begin its final preparations, reinforcing the hull, I guess, to deal with the icebergs, for the treacherous journey to the ice floes surrounding Antarctica. So those are pretty important. And we also found this. And I think we found this in New York before we left. And I'm going to assume, I don't know if you guys can see my, no, you probably can't when I drag stuff on the window, but it looks like it's a pyramid, and it's a way through the pyramid. I keep seeing this, and I'm assuming that's what it is. It's a map through this pyramid. So that's what I assume what's going on there. I don't know. So those are like the pieces of information that we've got. I am going to reread. We found the note that Gruyere left for us, and that is where I'm going to start us off, just to reread that. It was pretty long. It's in your Discord link, but it's pretty long, but it'll give us an idea, again, of what is happening, because we don't really have a ton of leads currently. We are currently on the morning of, again, you probably can't see it. Maybe you can. December 15th. Mike isn't here again, so I have to keep track of time. But it is December 15th, and we have, wait, is that right? December? No, sorry, it's not December. It's, September. I think I had to print it off very quickly, and I had the wrong date. It's not December. That'd be really bad because I think the world ends December 31st. It is September, October, November, December. It's September. It's September 15th is where we are. Ooh, that almost got bad. But let's go to, could be a letter cipher if we find a triangle with a bunch of letters or numbers. Oh, that's right. And it would go through the cipher. Ooh, that's possible as well, AJ. I do, when I'm scrolling through this, I do see there are some puzzles in this. So I'm curious what we get to today. So I'm going to move us to the game, and I'm going to reread, sorry, it's long, this note that we got, because that kind of has like all the information we really need. Let's see if everything's kind of set up here properly. That's looking good. We got the dice. I see you guys. There's our character sheet. Yeah, everything looks okay. So this is what we've got here. It's at 5:39. We got this from the sergeant. Also, look at this typo right here. Deer. We're apparently, we didn't know, but we are a fawn. That's the big twist at the end. I've been a little disappointed with the hyperlinking and some of the typos in this one. It's still fun. I'm still into the mystery, but just the way it's kind of structured a little bit, and I found the cruise ship a little frustrating. Here we go. Who cares? Because we got to read. Dear Lewis. Maybe just saw a deer. Dear Lewis. I fear it is too late for me. Though with the best of motives, the authorities foolishly apprehended me before I could accomplish destruction of the Carpathos device, and thereby they have re-endangered the world. If, to prevent my further interference, the cult of Aten tries to murder me while I am trapped in this cell, I do not see how they can fail their purpose, because he was found hung. This letter thereby must convince you of the truth I tell, and relate to you what must be done about it. You must do it or see that it is done, else our world is doomed. Dun, dun, dun. Though our discussions have acquainted you with some of what I now write, you have never accepted my arcane conclusions. Oh my gosh, petty rivalries. I beg you now to do so, at least for the length of this letter. What follows is a situation as I understand it. An Alexandrian-era sorcerer, that's right, one Ephagon of Carpathos, was reputed to have constructed a mechanism perfectly replicating the movement of the spheres. According to certain fragmentary evidences, this device was to be sent to Egypt to agents of the notorious cult of Aten. The record is dim. Perhaps it was designed in Egypt and built in Is it Carpathos or Carpathos? Whatever it is, I'm mispronouncing it, but I saw that it is an E. Okay, more typos. Carpathos. Carpathos. Come on, guys. Again, this is one of the lower reviewed of these. Soon here we will get into the Nyarlathotep and the Frost. Those are like the two really big ones. I digress. Let's read his letter. Once installed in Egypt, the mechanism could be used in a great ceremony presaging the end of the world. It would somehow align the forces of nature with the metaphysical powers of an unnamed, exceedingly evil god. The product of the ceremony would be another device, this one very simple, a crystal octahedron, which could be spun like a child's top. Oh, yeah. We heard about this a bit. Maybe that's the Carpathos device. I don't know. It is... Oh, that's it. Or it's the top of Aten. I guess I could have kept reading. A thing of great magical power, as the device which produced it was a wonder of natural science. By bringing the top of Aten farthest south to the last city of the oldest beings and then summoning their god, the cult intended to use their cosmic gyro to alter the rotational axis of the Earth. That would be bad. Therefore, bringing a strange land, surely Antarctica, how we knew that, I don't know, once more to life. Oh, okay, because I guess because the way the Earth is rotating with Antarctica down in the south, it's just cold, but if it shifts it, it's going to bring it to life because it'll get more sun. That'd be really bad, just in general. Literally, the lands of men would be destroyed. But the ship carrying the device to Egypt was lost in a great storm, and then Ephagon died, the ceremony never begun. There's more! You'll recall the mysteries surrounding the Miskatonic expedition to Antarctica and its tragic outcome. And you know that the Starkweather Moor expedition leaves Bremen this winter to return to Antarctica and reopen the terrible questions which Lake first raised. I don't know who Lake is. But have you heard of the Carpathos device? The strange instrument recovered near the island of Carpathos. Okay. After examining it, I knew this was Ephagon's device. Louis, or Louis, I don't know what our name is. We have a Germanic last name, but Louis is kind of French. It is my firm conviction that this tale is true, that a great scheme to change the world has been reactivated by the cult of Aten. Perhaps they employed great magic to manipulate destiny, or perhaps they are exceedingly cunning and evaluate every event for what they may gain of it. But their hour has come round again. Others also believe this. Okay, an erudite and cruel man named Stanford has lent me subtle aid. Oh, that's right. That may be a lead. We got to find this Stanford guy. But says that for arcane reasons, he may do no more. Okay, he's not a friend, but says that in this thing he serves his god. A kindler, gentler Greek gentleman has also helped. Both seem to represent greater powers than man, perhaps beyond our kin. But the cult of Aten is strong. At least one among them, no man at all, but dun dun dun. Here the letter ends, and there we go. So let's see what we have going on here. Hey, oh my gosh! I just saw that you showed up. What is going on, buddy? Good to see you, Caspar. Yay! Yay! I just read the chat because I was reading through all that exposition. Internet is being a little spotty. Glad you're here. My internet's okay. I didn't even see this a second ago. Hi, Caspar. Could a letter be a cipher? Good call, AJ. Petty rivalries are a real thing in academia. Yep. And maybe we're from the Alsace region. Okay. So it looks like, and then, hi, what's up, buddy? I'm glad to see you. I was literally just doing a stream earlier, and it's like, no, I miss our friend from Germany. So glad to have you here, bud. So let's, sorry, again, my schedule's still a little wonky here for the next couple weeks, and then I'm pretty free on like Tuesdays are probably going to start being my kind of go-to days when my show opens. I believe I actually have Mondays and Tuesdays off, so maybe Monday as well, but I rotate every other Monday for my paid D&D stuff that I run. Okay, let's see what we got here. So that's where we are. I'm glad I read that because I forgot all of that. And Caspar is great as well because Caspar actually knows the rules to Cthulhu better than I do. So that will help a lot, especially when getting into combat. You can always like fight back or dodge, and I kind of forget that sometimes. I'm so used to like I attack and you just kind of stand there and wait to see if you hit or not. Okay, that's where we are. Let us go back to Athens. It is morning. Got to do the time stuff here. We are in Athens. Here we are. This is how's your screen looking here? You can't see everything, so well, we don't need to go to the airport. Bureau of Investigation. I feel like we already went there. That is, I'm pretty sure that's where we met this inspector guy, and he seems a little dubious. We did get a guide. We got a guide. The name is something close to Evgenia or something like that. That's our interpreter. So we did get an interpreter. Yeah, that seems to be our leads. Yes, that Morgan just said it too. So what do we have to do here in Athens? There is the Bureau of Investigation. I'm pretty sure that's where we went. We went to the Hall of Justice as well. I do remember that. Did we go? We had to have gone to the Bureau of Investigation. Hall of Justice, the harbor, the railway station, the hospital, hotels. Oh, didn't it say we needed to move around in hotels, or we were going to... I feel like we read somewhere, have you stayed at this hotel more than 2 nights? Because I think we start getting tracked if we do. Thank you, Caspar, for doing your best. It'll be better than my worst. That's for sure. Or my best. Motorship Kionos. National Museum of Archaeology. I don't think we went to the museum. And this is where dude stole the Carpathos device from. And I feel like we had a contact here, so the museum may be a great place to go. We can get some street meat here at the vendors. The Parthenon for fun. Piasotos Cafe. More motorship. Kionos. That seems to be... Oh, that's like a motor to drive somewhere, I guess. Spiro Outfitters and Supply. That's where we can get some equipment, which... I don't know. But I think our lead is currently... the Museum of Archaeology, right? Now, it is 6 a.m. That's when we woke up, because we went to bed early last night. We also learned we're not trusting taxis. That is kind of a true thing. We were told, watch out for the taxis. So at 6 a.m. we wake up, and I am going to mark up. So it is now 7, because we woke up and we ate, because we have to spend an hour eating. We have to eat 2 hours a day. We have to sleep 8 hours a day. But beyond that, it's 7 a.m. We could walk to the museum. Yeah, but I think because we have an interpreter, we're okay. That's true. But the thing is, it's super early in the morning. We don't have... Oh, and places have like their little siestas or whatever they're called, midday as well. So like places close up. We got to sit around and wait for them too. We went to the New York Sun. That's where we got the newspaper. Should we just go to the Parthenon? We got time to kill. Right? Like, it's 7 a.m. and the place we want to go doesn't open until 9. That seems to be, I'll just kind of scroll a little bit more for you guys. It's on the right-hand side where we can go. Anything looking like we should go to? I feel like, I don't know, maybe a lot of tourists aren't at the Parthenon early in the morning. I've heard it's such a mess with tourists at the Parthenon, which makes sense, but it's also disappointing. Yeah, what are we feeling here? Because we have time to kill. I don't know what else we'd really do. Let's see here. Taxis are not to be trusted. Caspar. Wasn't the guy's body being sent back? Yeah, his body's being sent back to Arkham. It is, yeah, so we can't get his body. Maybe he showed up at the hotel. The hotel, that'd be weird. The hospital, so like maybe we go to the hospital and just inquire. But I'm assuming the Bureau of Investigation had their own inside investigation look into it. Parthenon, then the museum. Great, let's do it. We can just walk to the Parthenon, which would get us there by 8 a.m. Then we'd be done at the Parthenon by 9. Or do we take a cab? So again, everyone is very scared of cabs, which makes sense. Are we going to walk there and just kind of hope for the best? Which we can totally do. It says taxis, always available, 58. And I think typically you can just get a cab, but in this game it's a little bit more stingy with some of the rules here. The Greek, he handled the case. I'm just reading anything else about the Greek consulate. That is where we learned information about the Greek consulate back in New York City joked about don't trust the cab drivers of Athens. Okay, yes, the cab saves us an hour. So the walk is an hour, a cab is like free. Well, free with money and free with getting there with time. But again, time, we can walk to the Parthenon. Maybe from the Parthenon to the museum, we can think about it. Let's just walk to the Parthenon. It's a nice morning in Greece. That's what I say. Parthenon, 194. Let's go. The majestic temple columns glow golden yellow in the setting sun. Weird, because it's 7 a.m. Maybe, I guess the top already happened and the world is inverted. We're screwed. Bad choice of words, people. It's the rising sun. Yeah, okay. Morgan is saying because we have an interpreter, maybe we can use a cab from the Parthenon. That makes sense. Deepening to blue as you clamber across the rubble to reach the lonely inner court. The beauty of the scene somehow oppresses you. Oh, okay. And gradually you sink into your own thoughts. As you ponder the suicide of Gruyere, a scream abruptly brings you to the present. The cry seems to come from nowhere. Suddenly you are aware of your isolation and vulnerable in the deepening gloom. It's not gloomy, it's morning, right? The Parthenon was open like all day long. I'm pretty sure it said 24 hours, right? This wasn't just a night thing. Okay, whatever. It's not gloomy. But anyway, if you try to hide, go to 14. If you decide to sneak away, go to 18. If you decide to stroll away casually, go to 19. Why is it gloomy? That's really dumb, right? I'm going to double check that and make sure I got this right, but I'm pretty sure we can go there whenever we want. The Parthenon. Where is it at? Yeah, the Parthenon. Always open. It's dumb. So anyway, what do we want to do? Our three options are we can hide, we can sneak away, or just kind of stroll away casually. What are we feeling for how we're going to get out of this situation? Yeah, I don't know. What are we looking at here? I guess when I get a quorum of 2, then that is what I'll choose. Almost out of coffee. So what are we feeling here, guys? Whatever is highest. Whatever number is highest, like so 19. Is that what you're saying? Or because we don't know More than likely, if we try to hide, that'll be our stealth, which is a 10. We suck at that. We're old. We have trouble. If we try to sneak away, I'm assuming that's stealth as well, or walk away casually. Walk away. So it looks like Casper is saying just walk away. And let's see what walk away. Okay, here we go. We are just casually walking away. So go to 19. You whistle loudly. Nothing here. To show that you've heard nothing and amble away. But in the gloom, I guess this is the gloom of the morning, you see strangely cloaked figures shamble towards you from all sides. How stupid you were to have drawn attention to yourself. How stupid. Dummy. If you can make a successful climb roll, 20%, you can manage to get over a fence into safety beyond the grasp of the creatures. Remember when I said there's like a lot of tourists here? I guess not. Okay, well, here we go. Climb roll, for Pete's sake. This is what Morgan says, for Pete's sake. Yeah, well, we'll see. Our climb is 20. I've heard climb is important. I think I said that when we were building this character. It's like, I did hear, I listened to a review by Seth Skarkowski on this. He's like, get climb. So, nonetheless, we are making a climb roll. Caspar, why don't you make our first roll? As you can see, we do have a climb of 20. So you want a 20 or below. We still do have some luck, which... Ooh, I have not adjusted our luck. That is what I'm going to do right now. Our luck... It's something like... We probably dipped about 10 points out of that thing. I'll put us at like 43. Because, again, we're going to die before it matters anyway. But there we go. Oops. Can't even see it. I'll move it over here. There's our luck. That's our updated luck. So yeah, Caspar, go ahead and roll the... Do I roll it? No, Caspar, you roll the percentile. Roll the D100. And we want you to get, which, there we go. 34. That's a fail. We weren't expecting to climb this thing. And again, okay, let's see what number we're on here. We are on number 19. We're getting a fight with some creatures, so this may turn out not too well here. You get over a fence and safely beyond the grasp. If you fail the climb roll, go to 31. I mean, we can spend, what did Caspar roll? 34. A heavy chunk to get away from these creatures. We can knock our 43 down to basically a 20. Oh, that's like half of our luck, but we can get away from whatever these creatures are if we want to not encounter them. We do have a revolver. We did buy a revolver. Again, just a reminder, we're at 19 currently. This is who we are. Here we are. This is what we look like. So again, it makes sense. We're really struggling to get over that fence. But this is us right here. Here we are, looking good. But let's go back to 19. And maybe Owlbear still hates you, AJ. It will work in our favor. That's true. That's right. So AJ was rolling very low earlier today, and we want low rolls in this game. Anyway, how are we feeling about... we can't... That's a big chunk of luck. It is. I don't know how much longer we're going to live, but it is. That's like half of our luck that we would need to make this roll. And then we are... Then whenever we have to make a luck roll, we'd have a 20% chance. So that's up to you guys. We can do this fight. We may just die flat out and then just build a new character. I have heard you go through characters pretty quick in this. What kind of sucks is all we're trying to do is just waste time before we go to the museum. That's all we were doing. I thought we'd check out the freaking Parthenon, and apparently it got dark all of a sudden. Maybe we're just confused with the time difference, and we thought we were getting there at 7 a.m. and it was 7 p.m. That's not what happened. It's just poorly written material. Fight. All right. Morgan's team fight and save the luck. I guess we can use the luck in the fight. So that's I haven't seen AJ. Oh, AJ wrote walk. So maybe AJ got booted and rejoined, so he has a big lag. Let's fight. Okay. Let's do it. So here we go. We failed the climb check. God, it's gonna be bad. We're dead. Despite your best efforts, the dark figures continue to advance on you. You are surrounded and reaching hands grasp you, closing around different parts of your body, tighter and tighter. You whimper and then scream. The last thing you see is a nightmare of hollow eyes. The last thing you smell is the stench of fetid, hungry mouths. It is the end. Guess we should have used that luck. That's stupid. That's what I say to that. Yeah, no, we didn't even get a fighting chance. That's dumb. All right, well, we died. So now we get a new character and we can figure out new stats. And boy, we're off to... Wow, I thought we'd have a chance to fight. I know. I like the story here, but I'm not liking the way it's presented. Again, there are about like 10 of these, and this is usually in the bottom like 3. I was just one that I already happen to own. I will get a better one next time, I promise. But nonetheless, I do like the story. I want to continue. That's cheap. I know. I feel kind of robbed. Like, why did I get all this stuff? I mean, yeah. We didn't even shoot our revolver. But okay. Let's... So I think we lose some time because we died. Let's find the right page for the... Whoa. Why did this get all funky? That's weird. Let's scooch this over. Come on. Yeah, that got all really weird, didn't it? Let's scooch you back into place. Okay, just trying to find death. The investigators. You have the skill points, which you're about to have to do here in a second. Where is death? Ignore major wounds, luck points, which we should have used, I guess. I guess in the future we did learn, use the luck while you got it. Time. I'm just trying to find the rules on dead investigators. Levels of victory. Oh, look. If you lose 0, you get a magnificent success. Well, we don't have that in our future anymore. Tips, tricks. Well, that's the game. It does say somewhere about... I know for a fact it does. Luck points. I'm just trying to find the exact... Oh, here we go. Starts at 13. So, Ernest Holt. So, we're now playing Ernest Holt. Starts at entry 36, page 15. You can see right here the hyperlink. It says go to page 16, but right here it says page 15. Well, maybe that may just be because the title doesn't count as a page. I'll give it that. So let's see what it says here. Entry 36. Ernest Holt. How is he acquainted with us? Yeah, there we go. 36. So that's what we look like. This is our new ding dong. Here we go. And then we'll have to build him. Something is wrong. You learned long ago to trust your hunches. Grunwald's telegram stopped without explanation 72 hours ago. Okay, so that's been 3 days we've lost. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Should you alert your agents scattered across the globe? We have agents across the globe? Okay, hang on. We're at 36. Let's read our character's backstory. Let's see who this guy is. Oh, let's go ahead and build him. Screw it. Let's just build him. So this is Ernest Holt. We get to add 150 points, skill points, so we can decide right now what we want to do. But here is his story. Wow. Here's his backstory. Clean shaven, receding hairline, prominent eyebrows. Interesting. He is friends with Louis Grunwald and Lydia Lau. She replaces us when we kill this guy. Before retiring from the Navy, he was Devin Wilson's commander. Devin Wilson is the 4th person we will play when we kill Lydia. Available cash, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, as we learned here, we want to... oh, I can just pull up his character sheet. I'm going to do that. I have that somewhere. I think it's right up here. People are saying, then why was this guy on his own? Because it's called Alone Against the Dark. Yeah, Morgan's like, if this dude's his friend, because he look at this guy. He looks like a bad guy from a Coen Brothers film. But let's pull up this character here, Ernest Holt. I'm going to replace. I'm going to get rid of old Grunwald. This guy starts with a gun, which is nice, so that saves us a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to get this guy here. And I hopefully this dude flies in a plane. I'm not doing that cruise ship again. That was lame. Okay. So it must have been... Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to just adjust this guy's sheet. I don't need any of that. This, and you'll be able to see it better here in a second when I'll zoom it in. And this, okay. And I can't mark it up yet. He's an industrialist from New York City. There we go. Okay. Back to here. Ooh, there's Cthulhu peeking at us. Hello, Cthulhu. Okay, this is... Gonna pull this... there we go. That should be a little bit better for you guys to see. Ooh, I should pop open the sheet I just got rid of, because what I can do with that is... oh, shoot, where'd it go? I can copy and paste the all the other skills we added. So give me 1 second here. Everything may have just kind of gone weirdly blank. I'm trying to find the character sheet I just got rid of. There it is. Ernest Holt, Devin Wilson, Louis Grunewald. Here he is. Hello. He may be popping back in the screen. Yep. Let's get this. Now this. There we go. Copy. Goodbye, Louis. Go away. You're dead. Okay. Let's make sure if I have to rearrange any of that stuff. Okay. There we go. We're back. Ish. Okay. Let us build this character. Let's see here. I'm seeing what the chat's saying. I'm sure Morgan's furious as usual. Oh, man. No, don't. No, don't do that. Shrink. My chat is taking up my entire screen right now. Give me a second there. That's better. We could just jump to the end of the world. That is true. Why don't we already jump to the end of the world? There we go. He has agents all over the world. Yeah, no kidding. Here we go. So, this guy has a shotgun. That's fun. And again, that would have been really frustrating to go with this fight with the thing with the creatures and you have a freaking shotgun and you have nothing you can do about it. That's kind of whack. Okay. So, let's do... Oh, I already... Gosh darn it. Look at me. Oh, can you not see it? Weird. Did I... Oh, I bet I did the wrong thing because I'm an idiot. In case you didn't know. I think I did the wrong screen. Let's see here. Preview. Preview. Ernest Holt. There we go. This is the one that I want. This is the one that I want. I was wondering why it wasn't updating what I was doing here. Here we go. This is the one that we want. Again, just sizing this stuff up so we can get going here. Alright, that's that. Persuade. Throw. There we go. Now, what you can see over here, what is currently the climb, the charm, fast talk, those are the things that we already don't have as skills that we would probably need to kind of bump up or something like that. So I'm now trying to shrink him back down into the right place again. There we go. Okay, now we're ready-ish. Okay, we have 150 points. What are we feeling about... He has a credit rating. Oh, yeah, that credit rating is a huge... huge proponent in Call of Cthulhu. Every character has that. It's just a way we can just buy our way into places. It's like, if we have a good enough credit score, it's like, you need to make that check to, like, get a car or check into, like, a really nice hotel or something like that. So you just roll a credit rating check. It's kind of a fast way to not have to deal with currency. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Just a little bit more. Where do we want to put... We have 150 skill points. We can bump them into climb, charm, fast talk, history, jump, library use, or stealth, or add it to what we already currently have, as well as our our shotgun, our revolver, and all that kind of good stuff here too. Climb. All right, let's put a little bit into climb here. I wonder if there's a base stat for climb. If climb has a base stat of like 10 or something like that. I feel like I should look for... maybe I should... I'm going to pull up a character sheet here and make sure about this. Whoops, there we go. Call of Cthulhu. Character sheet. 7th edition. This is 7th edition rules. I'm quite sure. Here we go. Great. Oh, man. That just... Oh, because that's covering up my chat. Sorry. I don't want that. Excuse me, my dice app. Spot hidden always seems good. That is good. Well, let's just... well, when we have to deal with it, I can look it up. So let's just put 20 into climb, 20 into spot hidden. So well, spot hidden's already at 50. So you want to put more into that? So we can bump that up. Let's just put that to 60. So that is... Oops. So that will be 30 of our points. And then I'm just doing a mad dash. People just start yelling things out, and I'm just going to start just adding it in. Just so we can quickly build this guy, because I've already been farting around enough. Stealth. Yeah, stealth is good. Let's put... He does not have any stealth. Let's give him 20. So that's 50 of our points right there. And again, we can always bump any of these up. Library use is great, too, because that's how you find information. That's kind of like one of the main things. And again, there may be a base stat. When you guys are still yelling things at me, dexterity we can't change. Dexterity is just his stat. That cannot be changed. It's his skills. These things down here that can be changed. Library use, I agree. These things up here, these are set. These are it's these things down here, the skills, and as well as the combat abilities that we can change. Library use, let's give that 30, just because that's like our investigation/perception check, and this is an investigatory game. So we've already done 10, 30, 60. So we've done 60 of 150. We only have 90 more. And charm or fast talk. Let's see what else we have. What else? So charm, and he's a pretty decent. He's pretty intimidating. Do we have any like? His persuasion's already high. Usually it's like make a persuade, fast talk, or charm skill. He's already got a 40 in his persuade. So maybe do we want to just bump that up and hope that we have the persuasion check instead of the fast talk, just to kind of stay good at something as opposed to spreading ourselves thin. But I'm seriously good with whatever. I'm just saying sometimes those all come together in one clump. So let's just do another 10 to persuade, which will put us up to 50. Again, we can adjust these as we go. We can adjust his combat abilities as well. History, jump. Intimidate, language, law, listen, persuade. Bump persuade. Okay, yeah. So, and we can... I just did 10 because we already have something. I'm happy to do more than that. Let me know what else you guys are feeling, and I would really like, maybe I'll use Safari to open up a character sheet here, which, god dang it, that did it too. Why did that happen? I'm trying to open up a window that isn't just going to block everything. So you guys keep writing, and I'll try to find a... Oh, I know what I can do. Maybe I can just... Maybe I have it... Maybe I have one down here at the... I may have just added one randomly down here. Let's see. Here we go. Great. Ooh, it's super blurry. Climb is a base of 20. That's good. So that would make our climb... Oh, I already did it. Man, I'm good. See this 20? That's our base. I already kind of did this. So library use starts as a 0. That blows. Library use starts as a 20. Okay, I'm not as good as I thought. So we can start bumping it. And climb, I guess... Oh, we already did have the climb. You're right. That was 20. So we're... Okay. Maybe 10 in firearms. Okay, so our climb is... We did... I'm not as good as I thought. Climb is a... I'm going to fill in the bases first for some of these. So our charm has a base of 15. Our climb has a base of 20, which we added 20 to it, which we can change here if we want to. But I'm just doing this properly. Give me a second. We have fast talk has a 5. Okay, well, apparently it's really hard to fast talk. I feel like I do that pretty darn naturally. I'm not trying to bamboozle people. I just talk quickly. History is... Actually, talking fast is usually, which my teacher told me, my acting teacher, is a sign of low self-esteem, which I had. Not as much as I used to, but I definitely was a awkward kid. So because you're scared that people are going to interrupt you or not let you finish your statement, so you talk quickly. Library use has a base of, how's the alphabet work again? 20, and we gave it 30, so that would put us up to 50. So we may not want that much, but I'm going to just do that. So that's actually be 50. And then stealth has a base of, where is his stealth? 20. So we'd have a stealth of 40. Okay, there we go. This makes things a little bit different. So this is currently where we are now. Sorry for the confusion, gang. This is why, Avery, only play one game at a time with your stream. Don't do 4 different games at a time and have to have 4 different sets of rules in your head and have to wing these things. Okay, 10 in firearms. Fantastic. Do we want it in revolver or shotgun? That is 2 different attributes. Yeah, and I'll see. I'm going to just put just 10 here, and we'll add it to whatever we want. But yeah, do you want to put this into our shotgun or into our revolver? So we have currently 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We have 50 points left. Handgun. Okay. So we have 50 points left. There we go. So that is our new handgun. All right. So our revolver's pretty decent. And we still have 50 points to add in. How are we feeling here? And then we'll see how this idiot does. And please tell me he can get on an airplane. He's a freaking entrepreneur. There's no way we're doing that cruise ship again. That was kind of tedious as well. It bought us time for our friend to die and all that kind of stuff, but it was just all luck. Bump up dodge. Good idea. Where is his dodge? Ooh, he doesn't have dodge. Oh, wait, it's up here. 30. Okay, I'll just add 10. Again, everything that you can see in red or anything else, we can add more to it. We currently have 40 points left to spend. How are we feeling? Psychology is like our insight check. Throw is throwing. Climb, we're pretty decent at climbing. Charm, fast talk. Our persuade is 50%. That's decent. We're not very bright with our history. Our library use is pretty darn good. We did put a lot into that. We can reduce some of that because that was before I realized we started with 20. Yeah, dodge with 40% chance. That's not too bad. What are we, how are we feeling here? What else we got here? We're almost done. Psychology or listen, great. I'm good with both of those actually for 10 points, Morgan. That sounds, both of those are great. So that would put our psychology up to 40. Our listen would go up to 40. Both. Oh, what's our luck? 55 luck. We have a decent luck. So I think we have 30 points left. And what is law? Literally our understanding of the law and how to use it in certain situations. Like either what we can do to get the law on our side, convince them of official rules. If someone's breaking the law, how to use the law in our advantage, stuff like that. I don't know with this book how much that will come into play. But it's funny that you get a magnificent victory. The only way to do that is not go to the Parthenon when in Athens. That's kind of silly. Or make a climb check if you go to the Parthenon. Kind of dumb. All right. What do we got here? Okay, for history. Okay, let's do some history. Yeah, our history sucks, so may as well. 15. I think that leads us with 20 points. I'll double check right now while you guys are checking. Should we pump up? We can't. Luck is a stat. You cannot pump up luck. That stays. Because anything up here where I'm indicating, let's see if I can like just highlight these up here at the very top. That is all. Those are our stats. We can't bump those up. That's like in D&D, like that's like your 6 attributes. You can only bump those up when you level up. And in this game, you just bump up your skills. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 130. Oh, we're done. That's 150 is what I see right now. I'll double check. But we have 10 in dodge, 10 in revolver, 10 in listen, 10 in persuade, 10 in psychology, 10 in spot hidden. That puts us up to 60. 20 in climb, 10 in history. That puts us to 90. 30 in library use. 1, 2, 3. Nope. And then 20 in stealth. We have 10 more points. Sorry. Math is tricky. So we do have 10 more points. We could also take some out of like library use if we wanted. But we have 10 more points. Anything seeming necessary here? I'm kind of looking to. Spot hidden's nice. Throw. What's our stealth? 40. That's not too bad. That's pretty good for us. Library use is good. I don't know. What are you guys feeling? We have 10 more points. First thing that pops up, I'll roll. I'm looking to see if there's anything. I mean, shotgun. If we have someone close to us, we'd like blast him in the chest. Which again, that was so whack last time. We couldn't even like defend ourselves. We just flat out died. That stinks. Let's see. What else would be good to go with? It's so funny. We've been playing for X amount of time now. And we haven't really done anything except visited the Parthenon in the morning and died. So I don't see anything from the chat. Nothing seems to be jumping out from the chat. Oh, let's. I need to scooch this over here just to get it to fit better. Library use is a little hard to see the library use. I just don't know what it will let us do. Oh, I know, right? Well, that's the thing too. Like when you're actually playing like a role-playing game, you can use things. We're just kind of told what we can do, where we can't. I need option to press. There we go. 58. Now you can see better. Intimidate? Sure. Let's do it. I'm good with that. Intimidate. Our intimidate is already 50, so it makes sense we're like this business tycoon that we are really super scary. So intimidate. Let's go. Okay, now we can go back to 19 or wherever we're supposed, or the beginning. I can't remember what the thing was, but it'll tell us right here. Why does it keep shifting like this? Stop it. It is 36. That's where we go to. Okay, down to 36. Zoop, 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 zoop. Where's our... But there he is. Okay, let's do this. All right, off to a auspicious beginning. This is like half of our session. Building characters is kind of fun, though. Okay. Seems like this guy vibes. I think this guy's stats are better, so hopefully this works out for us. The other guy was the Brainiac nerd. And again, I'm glad we didn't have him go to the Parthenon and we killed this guy who's like a much better fighter. Because that would have been super frustrating. Okay. Judiciously sipping superb brandy, at last you decide against the employment of proxies. Grunwald hinted at mysteries beyond the capabilities of mere assistance. I wouldn't mind having some assistance. You trust his judgment and decide to go yourself, stupidly. You scrawl instructions to subordinates and dictate phone messages to a secretary whom you have callously wakened from a sound sleep. Your holdings will tend themselves for a few weeks. Your passport is in order. You pull some strings to get an assortment of visas overnight. Mere governments cannot keep Ernest Holt from aiding a friend. Oh, we're a little cocky too. I like it. A liner sails soon. No. Jenkins can have you packed. Jenkins, can you have us packed, please, and ready to go in an hour? You have plenty of time. It's pity your experimental transatlantic passenger plane isn't quite ready. No kidding. Though that should be fun. You find yourself eagerly anticipating action in the field. You feel ready for anything. You call Lydia Lau, who will be rolling up her stats or building her character here shortly, I'm sure, at the New York Sun. A despicable rag of a newspaper, but a crackerjack young lady with lots of talent. Miss Lau has heard nothing from Grunwald. You notice her professional interests grow as you talk, and you ask her to write nothing for a few days. I'm sure there's proper explanation, you say grandly, but somehow you know that neither of you believes that statement. Now you sleep. You'll attend to details tomorrow. When you wake, go to any New York location. We can still do some... There was some stuff in New York, because we had to catch the stupid cruise, so we didn't... was there some stuff left in New York? So we are talking about a liner sails soon. So we do have to get on the boat. But I felt like when we did jump on the boat, is like, if you're Ernest, click this number. If you are whoever our last guy was, click this number. So maybe we don't have to like do that whole shuffleboard cinema cocktail hour crap. Okay, so it is Friday, which I think the ship sails on Saturday. Was that right? So that may kind of work out for us. That would suck if we got to New York and we had to sit there for a whole freaking week. So let's go to dumb New York again. I love New York, but that's where AJ is right now, I'm assuming. Or are you in Florida, AJ, or are you in New York? Ooh, that's right, AJ. The body was sent back to the States. Well, here's Arkham right here. So let's see. There is a hospital. That's right. His body was sent back to the States. Did we find out exactly where it was sent? Let's see if I can, I did have that, I did have that piece of information somewhere. Let's see if I can find the, good call, Age. Where is it? Right here. I screenshotted it. I know, it's also in the Discord chat, I'm assuming as well. Here, I think it was the one in that Sun or whatever it was. No, not the Greek consulate one. Go away. Gosh darn it. All these screens are driving me nuts. But it still makes it easier, much easier to run the game. Where was that? Was it? No, it wasn't that. Here it is. I don't know how it's going to pop up for you guys, so sorry if things are just popping up in weird ways. The casket-bearing glare has been placed aboard the urethra? The urethra? I don't know how you say that word. For New York. A memorial service has been scheduled in Arkham. So his body went to New York. Ooh. I wonder if we can go to the hospital and, like, track it down. Let's see what time good call, AJ. Let's see what time we can call because we're, like, in a hotel, I guess. Oh, no, we're at home. We live in New York. We're at home. This is where we live. Let's see what time things sail because, again, we have this, if it's a... Oh, god dang it. Is it all, like, screwy again for you guys? I don't know why it keeps shifting around like this. But we can... Oh, I know why it's doing that. It's because when I use the hyperlinks for my notes, my bookmarks, it does that. Okay. We can call the Grand Central... the Cunard lines and see when it sails. So we don't need to waste any time doing this. Representation form means the liner departs each Saturday at noon. So we have a day. That's actually kind of great. This actually worked out really well. It's Friday. It leaves tomorrow. It leaves tomorrow at noon. Fantastic. That's actually really, really good. So, let us, go to the hospital, right? Let's have our breakfast. We'll just say we woke up at 6. Had a yummy little breakfast. So, should we go to the hospital? Or is there like a morgue? Let's just go back to, let's go back down here. This is just some rules I kept. Oh, these are people we'll be playing soon. Rest in peace, Louis. Okay, New York. Great call, AJ, on this. I'm going to be really mad if we don't get anything out of that. So, here's hospital, always open. Here's hospital, always open. That's weird, right? Like, again, this could have gone through another edit, it seems. Mike missed this. What is this? It sucks Mike missed this. I know. I'm assuming whatever information the old character has is passed on. Yeah, I think because he was telegraphing him. So I'm assuming that morning he probably sent... I think the whole idea is, yeah, we know everything the other guy knows, AJ. Like he said, the telegram stopped 72 hours ago. So, like, he's like, all right, it's morning here, going to the Parthenon. Don't go there. And, but yeah, so everything was passed on to this guy. Oh, you can go to where someone was killed and loot their body. But this guy doesn't have anything worth looting anyway. But and if you make a luck check to see if you can find it. But again, if we do that, we'll just be eaten again by the things unless we make a stupid climb check. It's so stupid. Okay. Hospital. Holt. So we're at our apartment. Oh, our apartment's only accessible to Lydia. Ooh, what's going on with the secretary? Hospital, hotel. We already did the library and the newspaper, so really all we really have to do is check out the hospital, right? See if we can get anything good there. Anyone feeling, and we can just take a cab because we're in the States. So let's just hop to the hospital. Anyone feel bad about this? Screw it, we're on the hospital. Hospital. Okay, well, this is how we heal ourselves. You get tender love and care, like Lydia gives us. Make a luck roll. We don't need hit points. We don't need hit points. We don't need hit points. You don't need hit points. Then you may go to any location on your current location table. Yeah, that's it. It was just a way to heal ourselves. I had a feeling. And that stinks. I don't like that. Because that was a good idea, AJ. There's no morgue. Yeah, I know. Could we go to... Maybe we go to the newspaper. Maybe they'll have some information on our friend's death. We got time to kill, so that was the hospital. It's only 9 a.m. If we had more time, I'd say we'd go back to Arkham and we could find his body, but we're sailing out the next day. So things available to us. Restaurant. Now I'm scared to, like, go sightseeing. Like, if we go to the Empire State Building, somebody just pushes us off the top. We have this bookseller. I feel like we went to the booksellers last time, but that could be a fun place to go. Maybe we'll find some spells or something. The consulate. Maybe we would go to the consulate because our friend just died in Greece. Maybe we get a different thing to do there at the consulate. So it looks like we do have some places to go. It is only 9 a.m., so it is open. We can just hop in a cab and go. The Greek consulate, hotels, newspaper, consulate. We also didn't... There were things in the public library we did not uncover. So shadows might be everywhere. I know. What else did we have? That's it. Oh, maybe... Okay, maybe the hospital. This right here is in the... Okay, maybe I got a little angry about that. This is Cunard Lines, so there's a hospital on board the ship. So it looks like Athens agents are everywhere. So yeah, let's take a cab. Do we want to hit the consulate? So we have consulate, library, excuse me, consulate, newspaper, and the booksellers. Booksellers aren't open yet. So should we try the consulate, or do we want to try... I feel like the consulate would be faster. I feel like the library would take a little bit of time because it was like spend 2 hours to get information, but there was stuff we did not uncover. We ran out of time there. Yeah, what are you guys feeling? Do you want to hit the consulate or the library? The consulate may be a dead end for all I know. Still takes an hour to get there. So it'd be like 11 a.m. by the time we're done there. Consulate, newspaper, bookseller. Okay, let's hit the consulate first. So Greek consulate, it is open, 30. Concerning investigations, they've handled the Gliere case. Nothing. Same exact thing. All right. So let's take a cab to the... It's already almost noon by now. So newspaper? Yeah, let's go to the newspaper, which is always open. And the bookseller is... Does it... Yeah, the bookseller will be open too. So let's go to the newspaper. See if we can get there. That is 86. Oh, great. So we are going to get something out of this. The oft-delayed Starkweathermore expedition to the Antarctic nears completion, with a late December departure now virtually certain. Oh, so late December when it arrives, that's... The world ends late December. So that's when the boat gets there. I'm assuming we're going to try to stop that from happening aboard the ship. Do y'all remember which books we bought? We did get some books. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Whoops. Well, maybe they have some more, and we'll get some more there. We'll probably... Okay. An American professor, Gliere, of Miskatonic University, has been arrested. Blah, blah, blah. If it is after September 8th, which it is, go to 95. It's probably going to say he's dead. Professor Gliere's suicide has shocked and saddened the Miskatonic academic community. No word yet has come from Professor Grunwald, because he's dead too. If it is after October 15th, it is not. All right, well, still no information. Okay, all right, well, got nothing there. Noon. Bookstore, or how late is the... Let's see which one's open later. So the booksellers close at 6. It is noon. What time does the library close? New York Public Library. It closes at 9, so it's open pretty late. So booksellers and then library. So let's get to the booksellers. And we did buy some books. We did definitely get some books last time. 54. E.S. Wilnitz's Bookstore. 3 floors of books. 3 floors of books. Some titles interest you. You have enough space for no more than 3. All right, so what books do we want? We have Harrison's English-Greek phrasebook. We have Harrison's English-Arabic phrasebook. Basil's English-German phrasebook. We already speak German. We have like a 50% chance to speak German. Cherry Gerard's The Worst Journey in the World, Douglas Planchon's With Lake in the Antarctic, or Planchon's Guide to South America. I don't remember. I feel like we got the Greek phrase book. I feel like The Worst Journey in the World, and maybe the Antarctic one. I wrote it down somewhere and I don't know where it is. So we get 3 of these books. What are we feeling? Anyone have any good ideas? what books we want to get, and I will write it down right now. I'm going to erase where it says Evgenia is our interpreter, because she's dead. The Antarctic one, yeah, I agree. Douglas, Antarctic. Book. We have 2 more we can get. Anyone else feeling particularly excited about? We don't speak Greek. We're pretty decent at German. Arabic, we're not into an Arabic-speaking country yet. Worst journey? Sure. It sounds good, right? Planchon. No, this is Sherry Gerard. The best journey in the world. That's my bad French, if you didn't notice. Where's Journey? And then one more book. Are we going back to Greece? We are going back to Greece. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we got things to do. Remember, because we were just biding our time. I think we wanted to go... I guess we could go to Alexandria and try to go to the museum. We could just set... Because the ocean liner, like, if it's the same line, which it is, goes to... it hits Greece, and then it goes to Alexandria like 2 days later. So we could just stay on that. That's a great question, AJ. What are we going to Greece, or are we going to head straight to Cairo? Yeah, that's a really good point. I feel like the only thing it felt like we really had left to do in Greece was go to the museum where the artifact was stolen from, or where Gruyere tried to steal it, but it was ultimately going. It is en route to where it wants to go. What else do we have in Greece? That's it. To go to the museum where the artifact was held for X amount of years. So there may be some good stuff there. There may be like some shady music. We do have a bit of an in, at least our last guy did, with the person who ran the museum. So what are you guys feeling here? That's a good, because that does dictate which book we would probably get. Then we'll have a late dinner, call it a night, and go to the catch a boat in the morning, and hopefully it's a much faster voyage. Greek phrase book. Okay, let's do the Greek. And then Greek book. Okay. Fantastic. All right. That is... Now it is... I'm keeping time loosely. That puts us to the library at like 3. New York locations. And the library's open until 9, so it gives us 6 hours in the library. And I felt like last time we only had like 3. So let's hit the library, and that'll be our day, which is good. We're just kind of, doing our thing. If we had more time, that would have sucked, but maybe we could have gone back to Arkham and found something there. So library, here we are. 74. New York Library, here we go. While not allowing browsers, the helpful librarians provide sections on topics of books. They're busy and understaffed, so only 2 topics may be researched per visit. 2 topics. No roles are needed for these books. It takes 2 hours to study each topic. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we'd be done by like 8. So that kind of works out perfectly. What 2 topics do we want to study? And we have archaeology, Egyptology, Greece, occult, which I'm pretty sure we did last time. I think that's how we found out about the top. And then for all others, 138. So those are our topics. What are we feeling? Did we do Greece and occult? Egyptology and occult? I can't remember what we did last time, honestly. I guess the character before us didn't telegraph exactly, send us a telegram exactly what he was studying. Archaeology for sure. Like, that's what we should do, or that's what we did last time? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what we did. Occult, yeah. I'm almost positive we did occult last time, yeah. So, yeah, what are you saying there, Caspar? It says archaeology for sure, like, and then MBY. My best... What would Y stand for? I don't know that abbreviation. My best guess? My best... I don't know what that means. MBY. I'm not very cool, so I'm not really hip with the abbreviation. So maybe that means something. My best... Understanding? My best yes? Maybe. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, AJ. Sorry, Caspar. Means maybe. Okay. Thank you. Gaspar says, thanks, AJ. Thanks for helping the old guy out. Again, I got the grays. I'm older than I look. Okay, thank you. Glad they, you're boomering, dude. I'm so boomering right now. So, what are we, yeah, what do we feel like we should get into here? We have totally regressed this episode. We have not gotten very far. But yeah, what do we got here? What do we want to what topic do we want to do? I'm most positive we did a cult, and I'm pretty sure we did decent in it. Because I think our last guy was like a professor of a cult or something like that. So he did pretty well. I think we succeeded on that check. If we're going to Alexandria, Egyptology. Great, let's do that, and we can think of the next one. I guess, honestly, if it looks familiar, we're like, oh, we did this. Well, we can go to the other one. That's fine. It's just because I didn't take good notes of it. I mean, after Greece. If we're going to Alexandria next, Egyptology. I mean, after Greece. Yeah, exactly. So let's do Egyptology. 85. Egypt today is an engaging mixture of ancient and modern. Camels and marketplaces are side by sides with motorcars and luxurious hotels. Religions of various kinds play a special role in Egypt, some of them of a most unusual nature. It is best, for example, to avoid the cults of Aten, a mysterious and perhaps dangerous group found in the major cities of Cairo and Alexandria. Durr, we knew that. That is from Bedecker's Guide to Egypt, with a successful library use roll. Okay, here we go. I think Caspar rolled most recently. Oh, I don't see Caspar on the thing anymore. Morgan, roll a... finally, you guys get to roll something. Roll a library use check. We want a 50 or below. And we bumped this one up pretty well. So we have a 50% chance on this one. So let's see if we get something good. Great, thank you. Yeah, I didn't see you on the chat thingy, though. Yay, there we go, finally. So let's go to 161. You get specific directions to Fuzira Marketplace. 2 alternate names for the marketplace runs through your mind. The place where anything can be lost or gained, and the place where souls are bartered. Okay, you idly thumb through the volume. You think you would like to go to Egypt. Really? The place where souls are bartered? All right, well, I'm going to write this down. That seems like a worthwhile piece of information. Fuzira Market. Place where souls are bartered. I don't know if that's going to come up, but nonetheless, now we have it. I took notes. Okay, that is... where was the last place we wanted to check? So that was Egyptology. That's all we got out of it. Archaeology? Did we do that one? We either did Greece or archaeology last time. I don't know which one we did, though. Let's just choose archaeology, and if it's like, oh, we did this, if we all remember we did this, we'll go to the other one. I'm fine doing that. I only wish I knew which number it was. Wonder which one it was. Don't know. It hyperlinks us to the page, not to the exact number, so I'm going to go back and look again. What number were we supposed to go to just then? We were at the... Where's the stupid library? 74. Archaeology is 116. I don't remember if we did this one or not. It is suggested that the Carpathos device found in 1900 is in fact of Egypt origin or design, but was for some reason stolen. In fact, some scholars have argued that it is one of the wonder devices of the Aten pyramids. Make a history or a hard no check. Yeah, did we do this one or not? Is this where we got the pyramid? Or the Aten's pyramid thing correct? I don't remember if we got this one. A history check. I'm feeling like just jumping forward real quick and just seeing if it looks familiar. If we get like a piece of information we've already gotten. Do you guys remember this one at all? I don't remember if we got this or not. I'm just waiting for someone to maybe answer me, and if not, I'll just quickly just jump to 110 and see. Just check. I thought, but let's check. Okay, oh, 110 is just right up here. Yeah, this is new information. So, because I do not remember reading that. So, let us do, I think, AJ, it's your turn. I need you, so a hard no check is we need to get our knowledge at half. Where's our knowledge? Where the heck's our knowledge check? Education? I don't know where that is. Or a history check, which our history, I feel like we bumped it up. It's 15. Gross. Hard no, I think, is better. Where the heck is our no? Luck, MP, move, build. Where's our knowledge score? Is it education? Or intelligence? For some, I don't know where that is. I always thought no was just a check. But yeah, so we'd have to get like half of our knowledge score, but I don't know where our knowledge overall score is. Because yeah, that 15% stinks. No score, Call Cthulhu. I'm looking it up really quick unless someone else says. It's half of education? Great, let's do it. So our education is... I'm assuming for... Oh, yeah. 33. So you want a 33 or below, AJ? Yeah, that's what we're doing regardless. But, yeah, so we want it... to get a hard check, a hard success is half of the score. So it's pretty tough to do. But let's see if AJ can get us at 33. Come on, AJ. And we do have luck points to burn if we need it. Ooh, that's nowhere near. So we're not very bright. And we're going to hang on to those luck points. Go to 70. If you fail, go to 74. Okay, that's it. Library's closing. We go back home. We eat some food. And that's that day. Home, food. All right. 7 a.m. the next morning. I don't think there's... Sad, I know. I don't think there's anything else really to do. I guess we could try to go back to the library in the morning. Yeah, Owlbear definitely hate that. Owlbear is our dice rolling, which is actually great. I did sign up for it. I actually do pay, like, not much, but I actually pay for its services because I use it so much. I don't know what I did. But yeah, AJ's been very unlucky today. This is our second game today. What time did the library open? I feel like because we are starting our day super early, we could maybe run to the library before we have to get on the boat and try one more of these. Because the ship's at 12. So we actually do have the time. Because we finished our day at like 9. We get back and done by 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 a.m. Get to the library by 7. Let's just see what time it opens. Of course, it doesn't say right here. It probably opens at like 9. Even if we get there by 9 a.m., we will have eaten. See, 9, 10, 11. Get to the ship by 12. So we could go back to the library and study one more thing. I'm just currently trying to thumb us back to the library information. Public library. We just need it to be open by 9 a.m. to make that work. Oh, it's at 9. Is there one more... is there one more thing we wanted to... Something we failed and we want to try a check again? Or did we want to research other topics? Which was a possibility as well. Or was there somewhere else we wanted to go? Nothing is really looking worth it. So let's just hit the library really quick. Information's always good, exactly. Okay, same questions though. We go back to the library really quick. It's like, oh, it's these people again. This person, excuse me, we're alone against the dark. Archaeology, Egyptology, Greece, or occult. That's our last. We could retry it or see other topics, exactly. Which topic are we trying to see? I feel like archaeology we did well at. I feel like we got what... I feel like that... Remember that pyramid I showed earlier with like the little trail through it, and AJ said maybe the cipher? I think that's what we got through archaeology. We failed our check at the Egyptology one? Occult, I feel like we did well. So either Greece, we succeeded on Greece too, right? Yeah. I feel like Egyptology is the only one that we did not get. I think. Or do we go to all others? So do we go? I'm thinking our choice is Egyptology. Try to succeed at that. We need a 33% chance. Or do we just do all others? And which will probably be past Egyptology. We did? Okay. Was it? We did? Well, you guys tell me where. Oh, hang on. Marking down the time. Marking down the time. Yeah, which one? Check out what's all the others. And this is going to be a total just garbage one. Watch. Oh, it isn't. Yay. Your mind reels as you see all the areas you could study. 3 in particular. Ooh, good job, Morgan. Polar studies. Germany, which is where the ship currently is. Or about to arrive. Or the Pacific Isles. You may only select 2 areas per visit, but you may leave the library and return. Okay, but we only, it takes 2 hours, so we only get to do one of these. This is good to know, so we should come back here. But polar studies or Germany are probably our 2. The ship is currently in Germany, and the polar studies is where it's ultimately going. So which one? Polar studies. Yeah, I know. We feeling polar studies, guys? All right, so we're still learning a bit more. What time is it? Jesus. So silly. We've accomplished so little. Oh, we started at 2:30. Okay. So we're still at an hour and 15 minutes. Still very low. Yeah, polar studies. Let's do it. Ooh, this is fun. Instances of dementia Antarctica have been experienced by many parties exploring the frozen continent. The most recent and vivid account was rendered by the disaster-plagued journey of Lake. This is the person, remember, it's like Lake. We don't know who Lake is. The note we got from Gruyere mentioned Lake. To the unexplored Northwest regions. The bizarre reports even shocked people familiar with the phenomenon. The rescue party succumbed to the isolation and cold, and all survivors spent months in sanitariums babbling about lost cities and subterranean horrors. Recently, specialists have suggested that an enriched diet will prevent such terrible delusions. Make a successful luck roll. Caspar, I think we're back to you to make the roll. I currently do not see you on the dice rolling app, but you may be there. But roll the percentile, and get the. We want you to get a 55 or below. Our luck is 55. Here he goes, Caspar. There you. Oh, yay! We got it. Good job. 37. We made the luck roll. Yay! What? Ooh! I'm assuming we got this. Preparations are said to continue apace for the Starkweather Moore expedition to Antarctica. The expedition will retrace the steps of the ill-fated Lake Douglas party. The new expedition sets sail in December from Bremenhaven. To continue your research, go to 138 or return to the library main entry. Okay. Oh, so maybe we didn't. Entry 182. I guess we didn't get that. I was excited. I wanted that thing, but we didn't get it. So preparations are said to continue apace for the Starkweather blah. The expedition will retrace the fate. I don't think we knew that. I'm going to just take a screenshot of that. To continue research, but I think, yeah, we're out of time. So we're going to the we got to hop in a cab real quick to catch our ship. I'm just going to scroll down here real quick. I'm not hyperlinking my bookmarks because that throws the page way off. So that's why I keep very quickly just scrolling through everything. Let's get that silly ship. That is the Cunard Lines 104. Please, please, please don't make us redo all of that silly stuff. Representative Formula Line departs each Saturday at noon. It is Saturday at noon. Tickets are available. On departure 187. Cunard Line. Oh no. We got to do the activity table. But I wish we knew better what we did last session, because then we would actually know exactly what to get. I am tempted to call this session here. I will go back, painstakingly watch the strolling the deck, the last session we did, because I went through and said, if you did this, if you did this, if you did this, then go here, here, here. And then we will know what to do when we're back on this cruise. Because now, strolling the deck, maybe Morgan. Oh, I remember on day 1, we stay in our room. because so be in Germany December to join the expedition. Exactly, AJ. Yeah. Well, yeah, because the Bremenhaven, that's where the ship is setting out from Germany, and Bremenhaven. That's where it's getting its hull fixed. So maybe by December we do want to be there to like sneak on to the ship like usual suspect style, and maybe we take down the ship in the middle of the ocean or something like that. I heard this game goes bonkers crazy when you visit other planes and stuff like that. I would just like to be on a plane and not be on this ship. Waka, waka, waka. But I do remember, let's do day one. I do remember, because like, oh, that's tricky. Because in day one, if we just stayed in our room, we would encounter something. So let's do that. We will call this session after that. And I'm going to rewatch, because again, I did this day, I did this day, I did this day. So metagaming wise, we should know where to get all of these encounters. It's still gonna have those two weirdos. Remember, like the two people that we saw on the boat, we didn't know what was going on. So yeah, and I think maybe this is here for that, because the first time you try it, it's completely random, and I don't want us to go through this like completely random experiencing, because I found it really annoying. But now that I know we can do it again and we have more knowledge about it, it makes it a little bit more fun. So, but let's stay in our room all day long, because that's what happened. If memory serves, like day one was, if for the morning you stay in your room, or if at night you stay in your room, let's stay in the room and see what happens. I do remember that because I thought that was pretty clever, because like you're not going to stay in your room because there's this whole activity table. Again, look at all the activities we could do. I'm going to read them off because we did, I don't know if we played bingo, but bingo, bridge, cinema, cocktails, deck tennis, library, that's where Mike is. He's currently at deck tennis. He's trying to introduce them to pickleball. Mahjong, nightclub, oil painting, ping pong, rest on deck, rest in the deck chairs, rest in room. Sauna, ships tour, shopping, shuffleboard, stroll decks. So let's do 2 rest in room. Let's just do rest in room all day long. We're tired, and we're going to rest in the room. I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. If I'm not, we'll stop immediately because I've screwed you guys over. 73. If you have scheduled room, or room, we have go to 167. And then there's ships tour, but whatever. So let's do room, because that's what I knew what to do. I guess, again, I did this wrong. It could have been ships tour PM. Let's say we did that as well, like, because I just knew room. So AM, we said we did room, and then ships tour PM. So that we're going to do both of these, because, again, and we'd still have to get the spot hidden to even see if anything happens. So room for 167, because I did remember that. You hear a knock at the cabin door. Cabin steward, sir, may I make up the room? If you tell the steward to come back later, go to 8. If you let him in, go to 47. If you have already been here, move on a day and go to the ship's activity table. Are we letting him make up the room or no? How do we feel about this? If you've already been here, move on a day and go to the ship activity table. Okay, so maybe nothing will happen, but maybe if we like let him in, he's like super sketchy, or maybe it gets like super sexy. Yeah, what are we feeling? Do we let them in, or do we say no? Yeah, let him in. That's the spirit, Caspar. 8. Oh, god dang it, it's not hyperlinked. 8. Yeah. Bow chicka wow wow. Let's see how it goes with the. He takes your. What? I didn't refuse him, did I? God dang it! Where were we? The hyperlink wasn't working, and maybe did I go to the wrong? Lit some candles. Yeah, burn some incense, lit some candles. Well, for whatever reason, the hyperlink didn't work, and then it looks like I went to the wrong one. I thought I was supposed to go to 8. God dang it. Okay, I'm going back to the dumb ship. Just to 73. Thank you, Caspar. Mike's good at that too, keeping me on track. 73. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Go to 167. You hear a knock. Oh, shoot. I went wrong. If you tell him to come back later, go to 8. Sorry, it's 47. Duh. If you have already survived this entry, the steward is harmless. Go to the ship's activity table. If not, read on. A new steward enters. How do we know he's new? A new steward enters carrying fresh towels for your stateroom. He looks Egyptian. That's very xenophobic of us, or very astute of us. Like, he's Egyptian. Choose one of the following. It used the word if you survived this encounter. Choose one of the following. If you're successful, then go to the entry. Spot hidden, anthropology, or luck. Spot hidden is a 60. Anthropology is not our jam, and luck is a 55. So spot hidden is a 60. We're pretty decent at that. Caspar went last. Morgan, you are up. I think we want to succeed in this because he probably has a gun wrapped in his towel or something like that. Like Leon Zolgash killing, who did Zolgash kill? Is it the Pan American Exposition? It wasn't Garfield. Bill McKinley. 66. I say we spend 6 points of luck. Yes? How do we... Yes? Spend the luck to succeed on this? Use luck, says Morgan. Is everyone else team luck on this? Because I am. Yep. Morgan's answering herself. Use luck, question mark? Yep. She's answering me, but I am definitely team luck. Yeah, says Caspar. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's spend it. Okay, everyone's team luck. So we succeeded. Hooray! Spot hidden. Go to 91. Something glistens beneath his open jacket, troubling you. You're like, we're busy lighting the candles. With a successful dodge roll, you can push past him and escape. He will not follow. If you fail the dodge or wish confrontation, go to 10. So we already know it says if you succeeded on the or this is the only time this encounter is going to happen because it already says if you survived it. So can we gain luck later on? Not really. I think you can if you're playing like a campaign, but not in this book. I don't think you get luck. Maybe. Typically no, but maybe there is a way to get luck. Luck is just your karmic. When you're out of luck, you're out of luck. So do we want to confront them or try to avoid this? If we confront, maybe we can shoot him and get some information. Our dodge is 40. Or we just confront him. We have a freaking shotgun and a revolver. I feel like we see something in his jacket. And I don't feel like this is going to be a, you die. I feel like we get to do something out of this. But do we try the dodge and see how that goes? But if we succeed, we push the room and we're fine. Confront. Revolver is better. So it looks like we are confronting. We're not trying to dodge. We're trying to get information out of this guy. And we learn there's a hospital on the boat, so we can just keep going to the hospital and healing ourselves. We just don't want to die here. What's our health? 11. Revolver is better. Shotgun just does more blammo damage, but you're correct. Revolver, we have a 50% chance. So it looks like, are we team confront? Is that what it looks like we're doing here? I'd like to know. I mean, I'm assuming the doctor wrote about the weird experience he had on the ship and that there were people like he felt like he kept seeing that were like following him or something like that. If you remember walking down a hallway and it got all like, whoa, all weird. Yeah, AJ, what are you feeling? But I think it looks like we're team confront. So I got an itchy trigger finger. Confront. Attempt a dex roll. If you succeed, and if your investigator is armed, he is, he or she gets weapon of choice in hand before the stranger attacks. Great. Dexterity. 55. That was Morgan was last. AJ? All right, AJ. You gonna screw this up for us again today? We had a pretty fun 12 years playthrough. AJ roll 55 or below. And we were doing so good until the very end. And AJ says, oh no. Morgan says, reload the page. Here we go. Here goes AJ. And then AJ just kept screwing up our rolls for us. But the thief of our... great. Whoosh, we pull out our gun. Great. Thank you, AJ. Succeed, you're armed. Okay, if you fail, we didn't. If you try to dodge the attack, it doesn't matter because we didn't fail. Combat then proceeds round by round in dex order. It's us. See. So we just shoot first. Okay. Shoot first, ask questions later. I'm just seeing if you break free, if you become incapacitated, you do not escape. Oh, I just saw he kills you, the end. if we die. We got to actually bleed out. This is a legitimate combat here. I'm glad we got to something exciting for a change. Jeez. Your hand before the stranger attacks. If you fail, if you try to dodge the attack and win, it doesn't matter. If you're armed, you may fight back. It doesn't matter. Combat proceeds round by round. Okay. You can escape. We don't want to escape yet. We're trying to shoot him, right? So we get one shot. I don't think in this game we can empty our clip. Which is, we roll with like kind of like disadvantage, but we can fire 3 quick shots. They get exceedingly worse. Let's actually, I did add a little flow chart here. Wish I remember what number we were on. I need to be better about that. Anyone remember what number we're on? Where were we at? We're like 19 or something? No, 19 was the stupid Parthenon. We whistle loudly. So dumb. Let's just go to the combat flow sheet and just see if we can empty our clip with this revolver. I do have, here's Insanity, Mythos Tomes. Here we go. Firefight cheat sheet. Modifier, using determine difficulty. We have a 50% chance. Armor values, doesn't matter. Hit locations we're not using. Take advantage. Got that already. We've already got the dexterity bonus. Character may move, don't care. Here we go. Reloading clip. No. Where is the... Just penalty die. Here we go. Because we can, at increasing disadvantage rolls, we can... Thank you, 73. We can, like, just shoot 3 shots, I think. And they get increasingly worse to hit, but we can get 3 quick rounds off, or we just get, like, 1 decent round off. And that's what I want to see right here. Are we in point? I feel like we're kind of... Maybe we're not point blank. I guess point blank is literally like this. But, like, we're in a cabin room. We can't be more than 5 feet away. Target at full speed. Targeted... Loading bullet. Shooting. Oh, here we go. Oh, do we have semi... here we go. Handgun firing. Plus 2 shots, 1 penalty dice on... Oh, it's 1 penalty dice on all shots. So are we just unloading? He's right in front of us. I don't think that's point blank. I think point blank is like this. But we get a penalty dice, which means we just roll at disadvantage. But we can get 3 shots off if it's a semi-auto fire, which let's see. Right now, I'm just trying to see if it is a semi-auto fire. We have a 45 revolver. How do we know if that's semi-automatic or not? I don't think... Isn't like semi-automatic like a Gatling gun, or is that automatic? I don't see anything that's specifically saying if it's automatic. That's automatic. The 38 is automatic, it says. It's almost worth looking up. It's a revolver barrel, no clip. So does that mean it's not semi-automatic? You need to have a clip for it to be semi... I guess so. I feel like in 6 seconds I can squeeze the trigger 3 times quickly. But okay, let's follow the rules. Thank you, everyone, for this little... And it'll be harder, too, with the penalty dice and all that crap. 74. Let's go back to that. And that's going to, like, slowly lead us back to where we need to get. Shoosh. No, 74 is the stupid library. 73. Here we go. Ship's tour. Then go to 167. Then go to, if you let him in, go to 47. Then if we do all this, spot hidden, check. 91. That lets us to, I'm just catching up. Move to confront 10. And here we are. Okay, now we're fighting. Thank goodness. What do we need to hit? Combat then proceeds round by round in dex order. Otherwise, combat continues until either you or he is dead. Where's his hit points? How do we know if he's dead? If you succeed, and if your investigator is armed, he or she gets a weapon of choice in hand before the stranger attacks. If you fail, the man strikes with his knife. Oh, he has a knife. Ha! He brought a knife to a gunfight, baby. I don't see where his health is. Otherwise, combat continues until either you or he is dead, or if he suffers the loss of half or more of his hit points and becomes incapacitated. I don't know what his hit points are. All right, well, let's just shoot him, and we're going to say he loses half his health points. If he's shot, he's losing half his health. Is it 11 like ours? I don't know. That's kind of dumb, right? Again, come on, people. Still liking it, still having a good time, but it's not as helpful as it could be. So let's shoot this guy. We have a 55% chance. Whose turn is it to go? Is it Caspar's? I feel like it's Caspar's because AJ, it is Caspar. AJ made the dex roll to like quickly draw a gun and just fire a shot. So Caspar, we want you to get a 50 or below, and we're going to do 1d10 plus 2 points of damage. So again, that's what I mean. The game's lethal. Like that is what a bullet would do to you. It has a chance of killing you in one hit. That makes sense. Come on. Ooh, 83. That's not so good. But he has a knife. I'm not overly concerned about his knife. Maybe we needed to pull up like a cultist stat out of like the core rulebook or something, but it doesn't say that. So we fire a shot, and maybe he just really quickly moves in and he comes at us with his weapon. I'm not rolling for his dex or anything like that, but we do get... so it's now him, and he is stabbing at us. What we can do... he is going to stab. He's going to go stabby-stabby. We can either fight back, which means we fire another shot. So if he gets a success, we need to get a hard success. If we do a step better than he does, we get to actually shoot him and completely negate his attack. Or we just try to dodge. And if we equal his success value, then we're fine. So currently our dodge is 40% chance. But we probably want like a 25% chance on it just depends how he does, and we do it simultaneously. I hope I made that make sense. So are we going for the hope that he misses? What is his arm? If you fail, the man strikes. Oh, his knife. He has a 50% chance to hit. Okay. And he does 1d6 damage, so it's not a lot. So we can try to dodge the attack and win. Oh, if you try to dodge the attack and win the combat, you evade the murderer's curse stab and break free. You may fight back. Oh, okay. So he has a 50% chance of stabbing us. Do we try to dodge it, which we have a 40% chance, basically, or do we try to just continue to fight and just shoot him and completely negate his attack? That's up to you guys. How do you feel here? He's only going to do a d6 of damage. We can spend some time in the hospital. Or we just try to dodge this and just try to shoot him again. I'm assuming people are going to come to our aid with shots fired in our little cabin. But what are we feeling here, gang? Again, we'll go through this. We'll do the... we'll finish out this day, which was, again, there was like something else that like... there was something else to do. Walk the decks. Maybe we see the two people walking on the deck. And then that'll be our turn, and then I'll go through and I'll just know what to do next. We didn't take note of it, but we could very easily figure that out. So what are you guys feeling? Do we dodge? Do we take the easier opportunity of just dodging the attack, or do we just try to take him out? Dodge and shoot? All right. That seems to make the most sense because we have the by far more powerful weapon. So that was... Morgan, you're up. We need you to dodge. So he is lunging at us with this knife. We want you to get... and we'll see how he does. I'm going to roll how he does. And Morgan got... We got the dodge. Actually, we were 4 away, which you may want to add luck to that to make it a hard success. So if he gets a hard success and we spend 4 points of luck, we would have a hard success as well, and then we negate it because we would equal him. But right now, we have a success on the dodge. So if he gets a success on the knife attack, we win because we win the ties because we dodged. So he has a 50% chance. I will go ahead and roll that. He just got it, but that doesn't matter because Morgan dodged. So we just kind of negated each other. Great. So he goes in with the knife. We are able to quickly dodge it. We have our gun as well. We're just trying to get the shot on him. And that puts us to, we're just like tussling around. Now it's probably just a mess of us tussling around in this room. AJ, it is your turn to shoot the guy. And I'm assuming we have a lot of bullets and all that crap. We're rich. We'd have all this stuff. I'm not overly concerned about the resource management of the upkeep of our projectile bullets. I guess he gets a dodge opportunity, but I don't really care. Because let's just shoot him and move on with our lives. Because if this game has things like, you die, then I'm not going to get into the weeds with the combat scenarios. We have a 50% chance here. That is a 3. That is the critical success. I can't remember what it's... Extreme success. Which actually does, like, an insane amount of damage. I think it's almost like double damage or something like that. I am tempted to just look just for fun. We are on 10. Just for fun, just because this is the first time we've had like a critical success here in a while. Major wound, single attack. Oh, I think I did read there are no major wounds in this, but maybe that's against us. Firearm attack. Where was it at? The automatic fire, multiple targets, malfunction. I was hoping it would just be on this page. Extreme impale. I think it's extreme impale. Penetrating weapons. Max weapon damage. Max damage bonus. 1 extra weapon damage roll. So, AJ, roll our weapon is a 1d10 plus 2. So roll a 1d10, AJ. And we're going to add a 2. And then on top of this, it does max damage. So we've just done 12 points of damage. Plus max damage bonus. So max weapons damage plus max damage bonus. Okay, so 12 plus, Jesus Christ, 8 plus 2? It did like 20 points of damage. We have 11. We like blew this dude's head off. Hopefully he's still recognizable. We won! We were at 10. I did actually take note of that. Go me. And yeah, let's see what happens here. And then we will... Okay. Otherwise, yeah, he's very incapacitated. If you break free, if you become incapacitated, if you do not escape. You can escape. I don't want to escape him. Otherwise, combat continues either you or he is dead. If he suffers half, he becomes incapacitated. Okay. If you break free, the authorities start a search. If unsuccessful, move a day. Okay. If you become incapacitated, we didn't. Move on the ship. Where the hell is, like, we win? Where's the hyperlink for you win? If you try to dodge, combat proceeds. You can escape him. I don't want to. Otherwise, combat continues to either you or he is dead. Okay. If you break free, no. What the hell? If you become incapacitated, no. What the heck? But where is... It says continue the combat. Like, right here, it says... Combat proceeds. It says you can escape. Otherwise, combat continues until either you or he is dead. Or if he suffers the loss of half or more of his hit points and becomes incapacitated. Okay. If you... What? So there is nowhere to... I have no idea. I don't know where we go. This is super frustrating. What the hecko? If you fail, the man strikes with his fist. It just says if you try to dodge the attack and win the combat, you evade the murderer's curse stab and break free. If you're armed, you may fight back against the attack. We did, and we succeeded, as far as I'm aware. Unless he was like one of those deep spawns or something in human form. But yeah, I have no idea where to go. Is there a... I'm just like scrolling around looking. I have no idea. I guess we shoot him and he just runs and jumps overboard? I mean, I don't know what to do. We didn't get anything out of that. That sucks. No, we didn't get hurt at least. Okay. I mean, I don't know where else to go, so we can't really do anything. That's stupid. No, well, it's still the morning. Like, it's still like that was our morning. So I'm going to totally take us to our next encounter, which we will 74. God darn it, that was the we apparently we don't get any info. Like nothing popped up. I mean, I guess I can like search steward, but yeah, I don't know. Was it 10? I don't know how to get back to where we were. Oh, actually, it should say right here. 9. The man is Egyptian. His posture seems threatening. To run past him, blah. Okay, 91. Just trying to see if something's... Okay, here we go. We got 47 was how we got here. I mean, it does have little parentheticals of where we were to get to certain links. So now I'm going back to 47. I guess we just need to go to 74. Yeah, okay. I guess we're just going back to 7. Was it 74? That stinks. Yeah, I'm super annoyed by that. 167. 171. Okay, here we go. Oil painting. Oh, this is a different night. Choose resting room. We've seen all these numbers before. Where's the stupid ship calendar? So annoyed. Where's the dumb ship thing? Because it lacks some editing, it breaks immersion. I know it's super. It's a great little game, and I really like the story. But yeah, it just needed another major like playthroughs and some editing. But this is like a horrible. This last entry is pretty bad, especially like there was no option to go anywhere. This stupid boat. I'm telling you, this boat is cursed. And like I'm just looking for this. I wish the cruise itinerary was down in the location section, so I don't have to keep finding this dumb table that I don't remember where the heck it went. I don't want to scroll through all 500 entries. Does anyone remember where this dumb table is? I just want to finish this day. There was walking the decks that we would have done in the PM, and it's probably we just see that it's probably we spot the 2 guys. I'm assuming that's what that is, but I just can't see. I should have taken a note where the itinerary was. We won the fight and didn't get a reward for it. Correct. Oh, it is Cthulhu. Sometimes you just don't get a reward. But I feel like we should have, like, asked the captain, and the captain say, I don't know who this person was. We've never seen him before. He doesn't work for these lines. You know, something like that. All right, well, here we go. We're getting closer to the stupid boat now. Here we go. 73. Ugh. All right, so ship's tour in the PM. Spot hidden. There we go. Somebody make a stupid spot hidden. Who was that? That was... Who rolled the 49? Oh, that was me who rolled the 49. Oh, AJ went last. Morgan, roll a spot hidden. We want a... What do we want? 60% chance. We want to below a 60. And this will probably be it. Yeah, some info would have been nice. But I guess it's just a precursor of like, ooh, stuff's happening. But yeah, we should have gotten... I'm assuming there had to have been a passage that we did not get. 67. We could spend 7 points of luck to make this spot hidden roll. I'm pretty sure... This is seeing the 2 people on the deck. But that does... if we see them again, then we need to see them for the first time. If we see them again, then we can, like, tail them through the hallway. So it does, like... It is cumulative. Is it worth... And I think that's what this one is. Is it worth spending the 7 luck? Or do we just call it the night for our characters? We're back on this dumb boat. Stupid Cunard lines. Yeah, what are you feeling about, can we loot? Can't loot him. I know, get his dagger. Could have got his sacrificial dagger. I may, can't we loot him? Sure. Do we want to spend, I guess the question is right now, is Caspar's asking, can we loot him? Morgan says, sure. Use it. We won't live long enough. That's true. Okay, so down to 7, down to 42. Okay, so let's, spot hidden, 69. Yeah, 2 foreigners. This is it. And you know, this is Lovecraft. We are very xenophobic. 2 foreigners. Uh-oh, they must be up to something. Stand on the deck. The tall fellow... Oh, that's right. They have like a ferret face, right? The tall fellow wears a robe with a cowl. Oh, gross. He is perhaps Arabic or Turkish. We see someone's like, oh, they're Egyptian. Now we're like, I don't know what they are. They're dark skinned and we don't like that. A shorter fellow and ferret-like looks in your direction. Though they seem out of place on this ship, they make you feel... Though they seem out of place... Oh, I remember reading this last time. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Though they seem out of place on this ship, they make you feel uncomfortable. That doesn't make sense. That phrasing is poor. Move on a day and go to 187. Okay. It was a steward? Is that who broke into our room? I like that, Casper. His knife could tell us something. I know. I agree. Was it a steward? I'm trying to... I don't know if a word search is going to work in this. So that will be it for today. But what I'm trying to do is... as you enter the passages... I'm trying to see if there was a link that it didn't tell us to go to. So I'm looking up the word steward. So cabin steward, sir, may I come up the room? If you tell the steward to come back later, the only two passages where the word steward comes up are these two passages. It's not this. Because as you enter the passenger compartment, that sounds like a train or something. So it's not that. Dagger? Like, what is... I'm trying to find, like, a key word that, like, maybe there is a paragraph that we should have been linked to that they just didn't include. So we got the spot hidden. We confront... Sorry, I know I've bounced around a bit. Here you go, move us here. Again, knife, combat Egyptian. Egyptian's going to come up a lot, so that's not going to help. Yeah, even though we'd never seen it before, we knew he was new. I know, it's again, when we go to the Parthenon, you can go there any time of day, and it says, it's dark outside. It's getting night. Yeah, there's some issues here. If you break 3 authorities, you're capacitated. Cur, it keeps calling him a cur. Knife, I have a feeling knife is going to come up a few times. I want to see if there's a passage that knife pops up a good bit here. Gosh dang it. Stop it. No. With a rope and sharp knife, no. I don't want to get spoilers. Shopkeeper. With a knife, handholds, nope. Handholds, you need climbing. If you have a knife... Somebody launches at us with a knife. Point blank range, make a firearm roll. You're at point blank range. I mean, that could be us in the cabin. Make a firearms roll. But it never asked us if we had a gun. It just said we're armed. If you hit, inflict 6 or more, he collapses unconscious and the other brown shirts flee. Okay, different place. You have it. The man, knife in hand, struggles drunkenly. No. That's it. No knife. Did those go to other entries? Yeah, there was spot hidden. I did see one of the other entries, which was like it was like it led us to 9, which was basically saying he's Egyptian, which is this is if he would have failed. I can't remember what check it was. The man is Egyptian. His posture seems threatening. To run past him. If you exceed, well, this one is just telling us to run past him. Maybe that's all we were allowed to do is run away, and we weren't supposed to fight him. It just says combat continues. Maybe our combat was just running away from him. If you succeed... So this was if we would have succeeded in one of our other roles. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't spot hidden. It was like... it was a thing we were bad at. If you succeed, your investigator gets away. I think that's all we were doing was running away. 40, that was from 47. So let's see, but I guess all we were doing is running away. So maybe we shot this guy and he ran away. That was our anthropology check. That would have led us to 9. So let's just see the luck roll, 106. The small man pulls a dagger out and swings it towards you with alarming speed, but it misses because we were lucky. It sticks in the wall. Meanwhile, you can retrieve a weapon if you carry one, okay? If you decide to run, blah. If you retrieve a weapon, you may do it before the attacker uses his. If you do, and you're able to do 3 or more hit points of damage, the coward runs and escapes. But we did a lot. We did like 20 damage. He'll continue to strike at you until you do 3 or more points of damage or until you die. If you survive, an unsuccessful search is made for the attacker. Yeah. So This one is much more specific than the one that we were on. So, yeah, it definitely did not. I wish we had all of this information. But nonetheless, that was it. That was frustrating. Again, it really, this game needed definitely another play test as well as some heavy editing. I still really, the frustrating thing is I want to finish this. I really like the story. We're obviously going to go to some really crazy encounters because I keep scrolling through this. I keep seeing spoilers of what's ahead. But I'm going to listen to our previous one, maybe while I'm cleaning the house today or something like that. And I'll just kind of mark down where we should have gone because because we're stuck on this stupid boat again. And I don't know why our character doesn't have his plane ready yet. Stupid Ernest. All right, well, anyway, back on the boat. On my Discord channel, which anyone who is watching this, feel free to join us on the Discord channel. That's where we talk about when we'll be playing next and what games we'll be playing next. I think I'm going, because my schedule is so tight, I am going to finish this one. And when I finish this one, I'll probably jump back into Legendary Kingdoms and wrap that one up. I have to do a little bit of whittling on that one as well to make the game make sense, because we are not starting over from the beginning. Oh, no, we are not. I have an idea how to penalize us for the TPK, but also continue our story. But yeah, it's, I have a few, I get out a little early, here in the next few days, just as we try to get our schedule back on a theater schedule as opposed to a holiday schedule. And, yeah, I'll put that all in the Discord. We can talk about that. I will lose my mind if we have to start over in Legendary. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I would go crazy if we had to start over in Legendary Kingdoms. So anyway, this is Alone Against the Dark. We're definitely losing sanity playing this game. That's for sure. I'm really interested in this story. I'm just very frustrated in some aspects of this. We had 2 combats today. One, we just died and we didn't even get to do anything. The other one, we heavily succeeded and we didn't get anything out of it, which is frustrating. Yeah, we're on this stupid boat and we've still got a long ways to go on it, but we'll go quick through it because I'm going to go ahead so we can actually get to stupid Greece, and go to the dumb museum, and then go to Alexandria. And maybe our luck or the excitement will change when we get there. Been a little frustrating day, but we have a new character. He's doing pretty good, actually. He has used up some... Oh, you know what? I'm going to... What did we spend all this luck on? Do you guys remember? Oh, it was the spot. It was to see the people on the ship. Oh, and the other one was in the library, right? So we would have spent that luck anyway. I thought we spent some luck in the combat. Did we spend it on the dodge? I thought we spent it in the library, and then we spent it to spot the people on the boat. Morgan's most recent roll. We needed a 60, and she rolled a 67. I feel like that's where all of our luck went. I don't think we... I was thinking if we spent it in the combat, I'd give us it back, because that combat kind of didn't exist in a weird way. So, we spend 6... We did spend 6 in combat. Okay. I'm giving us 6 back then. Maybe we needed it, maybe we didn't. I don't care. I'm mad at the game. I'm giving us luck back. All right, so that's it for now. Here in the next few days, hopefully we can find a time to meet. Join the Discord channel. I think I did put it in the description of this as well for anyone else who watches this. And yeah, thank you so much. Happy New Year, guys. Caspar, I'm so glad that you joined us today. Happy New Year out there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What is it, like 11 midnight your time on... but thank you so much for playing, AJ. I didn't expect you today, so good to see you as well. And Morgan, as well. Also, thank you so much. And Happy New Year, guys. Hopefully we can find a time. I want to get like 2 players typically when I play the game, so hopefully we'll find a time. I'll put out a little poll here on the Discord channel, and hopefully we'll be playing soon. It's 1:30 your time. Jeez. All right. All right, so again, Happy New Year's, guys. Hopefully 2026 brings in lots of fun games and just lots of good health and happiness and all that kind of good stuff. So, closing this bad boy down. Ooh, wow, we played 2 hours and we regressed completely. Ugh. All right, we are wrapping up, and until next time, stay dorky, my friends.